got into the film industry, which, has now become, of course, far, far more professional. There are corporates, there's studios, there's, it's a very different place from when I first started working. But it's still very much a family-run business.
Yes.
It is still, no matter what we think and what we say, it is a very nepotistic place. As an outsider, how difficult was it for you to negotiate this?
It would be very right for me to say anything about this because I got all the films that I did and all the films that I'm doing in next 2 years. These are the films that I really wanted to do, not because these were the best offered to me, but these are the films that I really wanted to do. So I didn't have to wait in between. I got the films that I wanted to do, so I can't complain. But it doesn't mean that it's not there. It is there. When you're successful in a way that people recognize it, your film does well at box office. When you are successful as an outsider, you'll be discussed, but in a very hushed tone, and that's about it. And people are willing to just forget about it. But if you're an insider and you win, you're successful, it's multiplied by 10. If you lose, it's divided by 10. So that's the mathematics. But of course, you'll be affected when you're trying to make a point, to get that feedback from people around. But I don't. I'm not saying that I don't care what you feel when you watch my film, because I do care. That, as I said, when that resonance happens, and when I do a kind of an insinuation as an actor, and I'm just hoping that you get it, and you get it, I feel very good about it. But those are the 10 days or 15 days of the release of the film. When I choose a film, when I prep for the film, when I work for the film, I don't think about the audience as well.
You're not invested in box office success or failure.
I don't know people who are invested in box office success in the industry that they claim to. They understand how it works because nobody can guess. I have still not found any book that claims that this is how you'll get 100 crores in your next film. I've read it all, trust me. But it doesn't...
There's no formula.
There's no formula. It's only that after a film does something, we sit down in a very nonchalant way and we say that, oh, this is why, what happened. So we try to logically explain, so it's always the effect, and then we manufacture the cause after that, but not before that. So nobody knows what's going to happen. So if this is the case, if this is the chaos, let me find a pattern in that. Let me just not care about it, and let me be very selfish into thinking that, okay, this is a film, I don't know the director, nobody knows the director, but I like the script, I'll do that.
Sushant, do you have any rituals that you follow to hone your craft? Like I read somewhere that when you start to play a character, you always find a song for each character?
Yes. Because I tried to find a way, I tried reading many books, but nothing helps, they tell you how to do the research, what are the things, what is the format, and you do it, but when you're in front of the camera, you cannot play that research for some reason. I mean, it's there in your head, but it doesn't translate into what you do. So like, okay, this is not the way. Let me know exactly how my character would feel at that point of time. And the best way to do it, I think, is the rhythm. Also because I think I started as a dancer, so I get the rhythm correct.
Connects.
Rhythm correct. So I just somehow find a song for each and every character of mine. Probably when I tell it to you, you won't find any connection between the two. But somehow it tells me that, okay, this is the rhythm of the character. And everything that I say, everything that I'll do, obviously there are like stimuli in between that will change it, but that's the bracket. This is what.
So tell us some brackets.
There's I was going through the YouTube songs, the VMs on Dhoni, and there was this South Indian song, which I don't understand, but it was so correct. With the visuals, I was like, wow. So I don't understand it, but I used to hear it all the time.
But that was the Dhoni character rhythm.
Yes.
Wow. Dhoni is the 53rd character you played across television, screen, theatre.
Yes.
And I read about the amazing prep that you did. I mean, watching over 1,000 hours of footage of Dhoni, training with Kiran More and, practicing one shot for just 300 times, just keep going. So your body language is exactly right. Talk a little bit, Sushant, about the importance of that work ethic. I can't emphasize enough on how important it is to really sweat and work hard. And here's somebody who does it in an industry that doesn't always do it. So tell us more about that.
I think hard work is something like the way we look at it. It's not that. Probably people tell me that okay, you slogged for 10 months in the sun, playing cricket all the time. But it was not hard work for me. Let me be very honest here. Okay, I started with signing a contract and saying that I'm doing this film, which is Dhoni's biopic. So what are the things that I want to do? So I have to be very good at cricket. I have to get his body language, intonation, diction, everything correct. And I need to somehow, which was the most difficult part, was to understand the guy so that even in the scenes when I improvise something, I should be confident that it's not me improvising, but him. So that was the most difficult part. So these two things that people often talk about, that you got the cricket style correct. By the way, they think that it's the face replacement, but it's not. It's the body replacement. I was the one playing all the shots. So these are the way relatively easier things to do. I like to play cricket. I was never very good at it. I never made it to my school team as well. But this was the time when I'm
The
getting
irony of that, huh? Didn't make it to your school team, but you played Dhoni.
And I started at the district level, failed cricketer in my first film, by the way. In 2 years, becoming the captain of Indian cricket team.
Big round of applause. Fabulous.